Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, an insight. Episode 267. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear devotees, let us now heed to chapter 38 of Sri Sai SATCHARITRA. Hemat Panji has titled this chapter as Description of the Cooking and the Vessel. This comprises of 184 OVs. In this chapter, the author has proficiently narrated the Annadan, that is food distribution made by Sri Sai Baba. Before diving deep into the Leelas related to this chapter, Hemat Panji underscores the philosophical significance mentioned in the Vedic scriptures about charity. The motherly love of Sri Sai Baba is penned skillfully by Hemat Panji. A mother can always sense the appetite of her child, have knowledge about the kind of food to be given, when it must be provided, how it has to be fed, and so on. This is a very special characteristic of a mother, and Sri Sai's love is compared to this tender love by Hemat Panji. Devotees, we are aware that the holy scripture Sri Sai SATCHARITRA was written by Sri Sai Maharaj using Hemat Panji as an instrument. Sri Sai Baba has manifested into many forms for the sake of the devotees. This he did out of compassion. Furthermore, he has showered his immense mercy, that is Vatsalya Bhava, upon the devotee, which itself is a testament to the fact that his love is parallel or even greater than the love of the mother. Sri Sai Baba christened the masjid he stayed as Dwaraka which, when written in Devanagari script, is read as Dwarka Mai. Dwar means entrance, Mai denotes mother. So, the term Dwarka Mai means the mother that awaits at the doorsteps. Another meaning for the term Dwaraka Mai is the abode of Lord Krishna. Sri Sai Maharaj considers his devotees as his own children. Hence, as a mother would stand at the doorsteps of the house waiting eagerly for her child to return home with the same love and expectations, Sri Sai Baba is yearning to receive us. To indicate this motherly affection, Sri Sai Maharaj would have named the mosque as Dwaraka Mai. In Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, we have come across various instances of Sri Sai Baba condemning the act of fasting. He never wanted his devotee to fast. Why did Sri Sai Maharaj give importance to food? Let's ponder on that now. Sri Sai Baba has insisted on various occasions that if one takes up an activity in an empty stomach, then the results of that might not be fruitful. At the same time, Sri Sai Maharaj emphasizes donating food. This chapter is titled as Description of the Handi. Handi means the huge vessels that were used for cooking larger amounts of food for free distribution. Though the chapter has been titled as Handi Description, it talks about the significance and greatness of Annadan, that is distributing free food. Fasting is condemned and providing free food is encouraged. These two principles are highlighted in various chapters of Sri Sai SATCHARITRA. This principle also reveals the motherly love of Sri Sai Baba. Among the parents, the mother is the one who always gives more importance to food. For example, when a child returns home after school or work, the first question a mother would ask her child is if she ate the food. This will be the primary trait of any mother. Likewise, when a guest arrives at a house, every member of the family will show their hospitality in various ways. But it is the lady of the house that would be concerned about serving food to the guest. Hence, at times, the love of the mother can be compared to the compassion of the God. This kind of thrust is seen in the love of Sri Sai Maharaj, which is a revelation of his motherly love. He was always anxious to feed all those who came for his darshan. He is the Mother Annapurni in Shiradi. Ramanathan brother would like to share his experience connected to the above subject. Let us listen to his narration now. Once, me and my friends felt that the food is expensive in Shiradi and moreover, we don't get South Indian meals for that high price, so decided to make our own arrangements for food. Subsequently, while starting from Chennai to Shiradi, we took the extra trouble of buying a bag of rice, an induction stove, purchased some groceries and vegetables and took it to Shiradi. Whereas Sri Sai Maharaj never wanted his devotees to suffer. Surprisingly, during the trip, we got the contact of a devotee who provides South Indian food for free. Thus, we didn't have any hassle for food and all of us had a delicious South Indian meal in Shiradi. This was one of the divine sports of Sri Sai Maharaj, which made me feel while Sri Sai Ma is seated in Shiradi as Mother Annapurni, why worry about food? Shiradi Sai Samsthan provides free food to all the devotees in the Prasadalaya. Sri Sai Prasadalaya has been termed as the world's largest solar-powered free food kitchen. Sri Sai Maharaj always served the impoverished and Shirdi Sai Prasadalaya exhorts this principle of free food to all and is termed as Asia's largest Prasadalaya. This is possible only by the grace of Sri Sai Baba. Anyone who steps into the soil of Shirdi will not return hungry. It's worth recalling a divine sport to validate this thought. During the time of Sri Sai Maharaj, there were no restaurants or lodges. Hence, the visiting devotees would stay in the houses of Shirdi residents as paying guests and before leaving Shirdi would give some money to the householder for their stay and food. Of course, the devotees faced some practical difficulties. There lived a devotee by name Sagunmeru Nayak. He spent almost 60 years of his life in the company of Sri Sai Baba. The most important assignment given by Sri Sai Baba to him was to provide food to all those who came for his darshan. Accordingly, Sagunmeru Nayak started a tea shop and a refreshment stall. Then he opened a restaurant. All the devotees that came for Sri Sai's darshan ate their food here. None was sent back hungry owing to lack of money. Sri Sai Baba ordered Sagunmeru Nayak to provide food to everyone that came to him, irrespective of whether they had money or not. This great service was diligently done by Sagunmeru Nayak. Once, 2 people came to his food stall to eat, but it was past mealtime. Moreover, all the food that was cooked got over and nothing was left to serve them. One of the people among these 2 was Ram Maruti Bua, who was a great saint. He sat there hungry. Sagunmeru Nayak went to Dwarakamayi at that juncture, and Sri Sai Baba began to scold him vehemently. Why did you come here? You couldn't keep up with what I said, then why you came here? Get lost. Sagunmeru Nayak could not catch the purport of Sri Sai Baba's anger. He began to ponder the reason and suddenly a thought flashed in his mind. Maybe someone is starving, which means I haven't fulfilled the duty assigned to me by Sri Sai Baba. That must be the reason for his anger. The moment this thought flashed in his mind, he immediately went to the food stall. Lo, there he found Ramaruti Bua and the other person seated inside the restaurant, hungry, and Sagunmeru Nayak quickly prepared food and served them. This Leela testifies that Sri Sai Maharaj considered everyone as his own and provided food for all those who came for his darshan. He strictly adhered to this principle and has been observed by Sri Sai Sansthan till today. Let's ponder on the sitting posture of Sri Sai Maharaj. Sri Sai is found seated, placing his right leg on the left leg. This is the posture of the Divine Mother, the most compassionate one. But if left leg is placed over the right leg, then it indicates the trait of the Lord, says the books related to sculpting. Sri Sai Maharaj, by his sitting posture, reveals that he is contained with the motherly trait. Sri Sai Ma is a Jagan Mata, that is the Divine Mother of the universe, is seated in Shiradi to shower her choicest blessings upon all those who come to her. Thus, it's not a wonder that Sai Ma, being the Annapurni, that's the goddess, food and nourishment, feeds invariably all those who come to her, as that's a true nature. Hemant Panji talks about Yuga Dharma. Shastras proclaim that every age or yuga had some dharma or duty to be performed. For Krita or Satya Yuga, penance is prescribed as a tool to attain liberation. Treta Yuga is gaining knowledge. Dwapar Yuga is performing yaga. And the fourth one is Kali Yuga, for which charity is the way to attain liberation. Among all kinds of charity, charity of food is the greatest. The Upanishads acclaim this method of charity and declare this to be the easiest and highest way to attain the goal of life. Food is considered Parabrahma Swarupam. Life emerges from food, is nourished and protected by food, and finally get absorbed in food. Hence, the three activities viz. Shrishti, Sthiti and Layam are performed by food, says Hemant Panji in the 16th OV of chapter 38 in Sri Sai SATCHARITRA. Food is Parabrahmam, as life emerges from food is a fact proven by modern science. As per Ayurveda, the food we eat supports 7 types of vital tissues that provide nourishment, growth and structure to the body. These 7 tissues are known as Sapta Dhatus. They are Rasa, Plasma, Rakta, blood, Mamsa, muscle, Meda, fat, Asti, bone, Majja, bone marrow, and Shukra, reproductive fluid. Thus, every tissue gets enriched by the food we eat and finally helps in reproduction. As food is leading to creation of life, so it is apt to call food as Parabrahma Swarupam. Without food, life cannot be sustained. As food sustains and protects lives, it is regarded as Vishnu Swarupam. Food also functions as Layam because when life departs from the body gets mixed with the 5 elements of nature. When this body gets decomposed in the soil, it becomes food for many organisms. Thus, this process of food is termed as Siva Swarupam. To conclude, the 3 processes, Shrishti, Sthiti and Layam are performed by food. The Mahanarayana Upanishad remarks on the greatness of food as the prana, that is vital breath or vital energy, is verily food. Food is produced by herbs and trees. By the consumption of food, the breaths and senses are nourished. When life breath is nourished, one gets bodily strength. Strength gives the capacity to practice tapas. Faith in scriptural truths springs into existence. By faith, mental power comes. By mental power, sense control is made possible. By sense control, reflection is engendered. From reflection, calmness of mind results. Conclusive experience of truth follows calmness. By this, remembrance is prompted. Remembrance produces continuous remembrance. Continuous remembrance results in an unbroken, direct realization of truth. By such realization, a person knows the Atman. For this reason, he who gives food gives all these. Hence, it is said that the vital breaths and the senses of creatures are from food, that reflection functions with the vital breath and the senses, that unbroken direct realization comes from reflection, and that bliss comes from unbroken direct realization of truth. Thus, having attained bliss, one becomes the supreme, which is the source of the universe. Devotees, such is the greatness of offering food and is always emphasized by our Sadguru Sri Sai Baba in all possible ways. There is a big difference between other charities with offering of food. In other forms of charity, we are not certain if the receiver is contented with the offerings or not. Some are too greedy that nothing can satisfy them. They crave more and more, whereas in the case of food, the one who accepts it will be contented at a certain point. They will be satisfied as soon as their stomach is full and will not ask for more. But this kind of joy and satisfaction cannot be seen in the case of other types of charities. Both the giver and receiver will be satisfied instantly in case of charity of food. This is a unique feature to be experienced only when food is donated. Shastras assert while giving other forms of charity such as clothes or utensils, the giver must ascertain if the receiver deserves to take it or not. Because if things are offered without judging the worthy of the receiver, it might result in adding sin to the giver. Devotees might wonder how this can cause sin to the giver. For instance, if the receiver is not a righteous person and the objects given to him in charity is used by him to perform a wrong deed, then the sin arising of that wrong action will also be passed on to the one that gave the object as charity to him. The only type of charity that is exceptional to all these rules is Annadanam. Food can be provided to anyone. There is no need to assess the qualities of the receiver. Hence, offering food is considered as the best charity as per Hindu Dharma. Our omniscient Sri Sai Maharaj has always encouraged his devotees to offer food without any expectation, as this would reap immense blessings to the giver. There are various leelas connected to this subject. We shall heed to those mind-boggling divine sports of Sri Sai Baba in the coming episode. Bow to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.